But he giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna?
You guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bella, obviously, and today is Owwee Wednesday. So today, you know, I have a special guest. His name is Reggie. He is Owwee. He's kind of upset today. Ready? Say hi to my people, Reggie.
Hello.
How are you?
How y'all out there on YouTube?
So today we was eating. Pass me that plate, Reggie. We had some
Cuban cuisine.
So we had some
Real chicken.
we had some
Pollo.
rice, plantain.
Big steak de pollo. No?
Pollo, that's it, yeah, pollo, that's what
See?
it's called.
You didn't know.
This. It was really
My
good.
daddy had to be in my home. I learned a little Spanish without his ass.
Oh my gosh. But let me tell you guys what today's video is about. So obviously today's Owwee Wednesday, and today we're going to be talking about fatherless homes. Ooh, what was that? Fatherless homes. So obviously Owwee was very kind enough to share his story with us. He is a person of a fatherless household, as well as
I was an absent father myself.
right.
I wasn't there for a few of my kids.
How many kids you have?
I'm pretty sure you know that from the last Wingstop video.
I have a few. And
Right. So what today will be oh yeah, y'all look at this right here.
what?
That water, I ain't have none, but
This is my signature.
right. Every other day he makes this
Infused
water.
water.
Tell him what's in it.
Today we got strawberries
Sad strawberries.
and peaches.
Right.
I made it yesterday. You know, it had the marinade.
So we're gonna be asking him a few questions regarding being a fatherless, being an absent parent, as well as being a victim of a fatherless household.
Yeah.
So let me set this camera up real quick. Okay, so Reggie, I had a list, but obviously I left that list home and I forgot about it. You see it up the top? CAJERO.
Oh no, that's check out.
Oh.
That's
We talking about something. So the first question that I had was, what was more important than you being an active parent in the household? Why were you a father? Why were you an inactive parent? What was more important than you being home with your children?
well. At the time, I thought me living my life. I was into something. I was into some things that was bringing me, was allowing me to get things that I didn't have as a kid. You know, growing up.
Right.
You know, I was in that fast life making money, and I was able to buy a necklace here, a car here. You know, clothes that I couldn't afford as a kid growing up. And when I started popping out babies, you know, I didn't want to be, you know, held down. I didn't want to be, you know, set to one spot. So I spurred.
The questions that I have are questions that, you know, most of us would want to ask that inactive parent. So that's why you were inactive in the household, right? So how do you feel being a child raised in a fatherless household? How do you feel about it? Like, what do you think his excuse was for not being in
My
the
dad?
household? Yeah.
Oh, well.
So the same question I asked you,
Yeah.
what do you think his response would be?
You mean, it's like a flip question
Right.
on the flip side. Well, I don't know. My dad is, he's passed away, but my dad was crazy. So my dad will answer this question totally different for how I'm going to answer it.
Would you say you care more than what he would have cared?
Yeah, I did. My dad didn't care about, you know, a damn thing back then. Excuse me. I didn't know him back then, but, you know, when he got older and we got into each other's life, I realized my dad was crazy. And he just did and said what he wanted to. That's where I get it from. That's why I tell you, I view the world differently,
Right.
differently from people, you know. But my dad,
You can
he
come.
was a womanizer. He was a womanizer. As a
Right.
matter of fact, he was standing next door with a wife when my mother was conceived. When I was conceived by my mother, she was young. She was
Wow.
a teenager, and he was next door with a wife. So
That's crazy.
yeah, that's how that went.
Another
Wow.
question that I have is, you know, me growing up in a fatherless household, you know those moments when a child come from school and those special things that they want to tell their parent about? How do you feel not being there to get those special moments? Like, hey, Mom, I just got an A on my math test. Or I just joined the track team. Like, how do you feel that you missed those important moments in your children's life because you were an inactive parent when they were small? I'm not talking about now. When they were in like grade school.
Oh man, you hitting below the belt, but I'm gonna answer that. Cause you Bella, you understand? But it hurt. I mean, because I'm the type of person that sometimes I like to sit and reflect on my life, and I think about the what ifs.
Right.
You know, I write poetry too. I got a poem called What If, but that's another show. I'm gonna start doing some poetry on your show.
Say
But
less.
I'm getting all up, but we're gonna do that.
Right.
But anyway, but I reflect sometimes on a lot of what ifs. What if I would did things, you know, differently? What if I'd have been there at a certain time,
Right.
a point of times, and it hurt. Sometimes I put my head under the cover and shed a tear because I think about, you know, not being there for my daughters and, you know, how vulnerable, you know, they was and
At
who
that
could have
age.
did what
Right.
and God, you know, I thank God that nothing happened to them that I know of, but and then my sons that could have been, you know, even more, you know, treacherous.
Right. Because it's a growing man. A grown
Right.
man needs their
Right.
father as well as a growing woman.
Right, and I love all my kids to life, you know. So I try to help. I see, you know, young men walking around, you know, the country where we work, or around the set of local high school, and the kids. I look at them as mine.
Right.
You know, when they're in my presence, I treat them like they're mine.
Right.
And simply because I wasn't there for
Right.
a few of mine, I get that what's the word I'm looking for? I get that gratification of being there for kids that young because I wasn't there for mine. But me and my sons, and the ones I wasn't there for back then, we cool.
That was gonna lead to
Okay.
my question now was, have you ever had that talk with them about being a absent parent?
Yes.
And how do you think, from your point of view, how do you think that, what am I trying to say? How do you feel? How do you think they feel now? Do you still think they have resentment that you wasn't there? Or do you feel as if, you know, they're open and they're understanding now that they're older?
Honestly, they say that they forgiven me. They forgiven me. But me being me, I think I'm forgiven to a certain point. I think a couple of them still resent, you know, but by me being dad and by me being who I am and, you know, can make them laugh and have
Right.
that sense of humor, that help them get past the pain.
Do
And it
you
helps me
still
get
have
back.
resentment?
Do I have resentment
Of
towards
your
me?
father? No.
My father? Oh no, I never did though.
Oh, okay. So
I
you were
never did.
okay with him not being present in the household?
No, I wasn't okay, but I mean, as I got older and understood his situation, you know, it was no matter what, I could never had, you know, him as a dad in my home by my mother being who she was and by him being who it was just like a fling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So he was married. So you never really experienced a mom and dad family household.
Well, my grandmother and grandfather raised me.
Okay, so I get what you're saying.
It's like a substitute teacher. They
Right,
there,
right.
but you know, a good substitute teacher gets the job done. And my grandparents, they got the job done, and they did
They dog.
a hell of a job with Owwee. Cause I'm here on Wednesday. I had to get that plug in.
My last question
Look at Chantel.
is, dang. Oh, how do you feel now?
You actually memorize your questions. This show is important. This
Oh yeah,
breaking the ice.
this is a very important subject for me.
So we
how
gonna
do you
eat something every Wednesday? You gonna
Yeah.
feed me every Wednesday? Oh yeah.
So, how do you feel about stepfathers?
Stepfathers?
By the way, I have an awesome stepfather. That is my father. He raised me since I was 5.
See
Ooh,
this right here?
He gonna kill
You
me.
see this? Taking my hat off to stepdads.
They're everything.
Yeah. I mean, they're filling the place of somebody that wasn't there. I mean, for who knows what reason. But this opened the door for me to talk about this. All families need a man, of some sort in it, whether he's a cousin or an uncle, stepdad, brother, stepbrother, and be men to that nephew or to that niece. You know what I'm saying? Because their father might not be there, but they'll look at you. They will look at you as a father figure. And let's raise our young kids right. You know what I'm saying? Let's raise them to be productive citizens, and watch your rewards will flow in.
To my beautiful queens and handsome kings.
Yes.
We
indeed.
need more of those.
Yes.
So
Like me. Look, see this? All that stuff.
yeah. So
I ain't that ugly. I ain't that ugly. I ain't the ugly person in the world. How y'all say anywho?
Anyways,
This
today,
water is good. This one keep me looking good. This water.
maybe y'all should get some of this
Get you
water.
some water.
Right. So every Wednesday, it's not going to be as serious as today was. It was just a topic that I know a lot of people have, struggled with. And I know they just be wanting to hear from the man's point of view. Not saying that, you should not like Owwee because he was absent.
Yeah.
It takes a real person to admit their wrongs and able to answer these questions to help somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Because we got some, I'm not even going to get into that. But
Yeah, we got some.
anyways, stepdaddies is everything. Look what a stepdaddy did to me. He raised the queen.
Yeah.
Without my stepdaddy, I don't think I'll be as strong enough to talk about this subject. Because without him, but I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate my subscribers. The family is growing really big, really fast, which I'm very shocked and happy about. I wasn't expecting to grow so fast, but I really appreciate all you guys. I mean, I really appreciate the love and support that I'm getting. And maybe one day, Owwee will be, start his own YouTube channel.
You gonna help me?
I'll help you start your YouTube channel.
Hey, and if y'all want my input on anything, let Bella know.
Right, and then we can
Let
add
her
that
know,
on to
because
Owwee
I
Wednesday.
do not think like a regular person. I am not normal, and but
okay.
my shit be right sometimes.
So we're gonna start back with the.
Some of my
We're
shit
gonna
be
be
right.
starting back. Next week is gonna be a little bit more later. I have a different. I'm gonna talk to him about some content that I want to give you guys next week, Wednesday. But today was just about fatherless households and how to cope.
Ooh-wee.
How to cope with not having a father in the household.
Yeah, you don't always have to eat ramen noodles when you're in a father household. Shit, go to Winn-Dixie and steal your steak.
But they gotta learn how to cook the steak.
Ask Bella to put me on. I tell y'all, you got to be on Wednesday though.
But I love every single one of you guys. I appreciate you. You are special. And remember, you are a beautiful queen, a handsome king, and don't ever let nobody tell you otherwise. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Be still.